The following audio drama is rated PG and may include coarse language and violence. Parental guidance is suggested.
Twin Stars, a science fiction audio adventure drama starring Greg Nugent as Imperial Officer Albert Tyson and Melissa D. Johnson as the space pirate Zhang Ping'an. Two figures caught up in the civil war raging over humanity's last empire of the stars. Also starring
Cathy Rinella as Sophie.
Niko Ford as Betsey.
Nicholas Patrella as Tomlin.
Steve Riekeberg as Ketch.
Daniel Whitelaw as Hassan.
Aseoche as Davis.
This place is incredible. I thought pirates lived in old orbital habitats or something, but it's so big and clean. You have a whole city, trains, speedways, everything.
Glad you like it. Sulvan-Kay used to be a mining colony, so most of the work was done before the Volksdogs took it over. They just finished hollowing out the inside of this rock and setting it up so people could live here. The first ruler of this place, Gitta Volksdog, was a heck of an organizer. She really set this place up well and put in place most of the rules and infrastructure.
How can you maintain it all? What's your means of production?
Some trading, some mining, but mostly piracy. A single good raid on a border world can give us enough supplies to last for a year. Everything else is just gravy on top of that.
I see. But what about the people on those worlds? What do they do when you take their supplies?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm going to change this clan.
You're going to make them stop being pirates?
I want to. I've got some ideas on how they can change, but I'm going to need your help. That's why I went looking for you. I need someone I can trust with fresh ideas, a new perspective.
Me? No way! I'm not a pirate!
And I'm not asking you to be. I want you involved on the administrative side. Right now, this clan is run by a council of captains. The last leader kept them weak, but I restored most of their power when I took over. The problem is, there's no political administrator for the place as a whole. I can't do it because I don't have time. So I want you to do it.
Ping. Look, I'm flattered, but I'm just a grad student. Yes, my major is political science, but I'm a professor wannabe, not some mayor.
You don't have to be. You can just be an advisor. Sophie, I trust you, and I need you. So think about it, okay?
Ping. The answer is no. It will be no tomorrow, and will be no the day after that.
Well, I can't force you. Okay, we're here. Let's talk more about this later. The audience hall for the meeting chamber is that way. Wish me luck.
Are you still going to ask?
Yes. They're not going to like it. But I'm not going to back down.
Thank you, Ping.
Oh, there's someone I have to speak to. Thank me later.
Okay, she said it was this way. Wow. Now I know how the Roman senators felt.
Excuse me, can I get by?
Oh, sorry. I was just, admiring the place.
That's okay. You new here?
First day. Yeah.
Well then, you sound like you need a guide. Gareth Ketch. But everyone around here just calls me Ketch.
Sophie Farmer.
Well, have a seat then, Sophie. And I'll give you the blow-by-blow of Sulvan-Kay politics.
Okay, sure.
You want to know how they're set up?
Well, I think I can guess. Those long rows of seats to either side are for the captains, right?
Squadron leaders. They're the equivalent to Commodore in the Imperial Navy. Normal captains don't rate a seat on the council.
Oh, why is it called the Council of Captains, then?
Maybe they were captains when this place first started, but then the fleets grew too large to hold them all. Each one of those squadron leaders has about 15 ships under them, give or take.
And are all the seats filled?
Not exactly. There are 36 seats, and all of them do have owners, but some of the leaders are out on missions right now. So the people in the seats are their representatives, usually senior captains from their squadron that they trust.
Got it. Are there any political parties?
Not really, but last year nearly half the fleet got wiped out in some battle. The clan then absorbed some of the neighboring clans to help fill out their ranks, so their leaders got absorbed to the mix.
And the old guard don't like the newcomers.
You got it. The new guys are really aggressive, and the old guys are more conservative.
So if there weren't political parties, there will be soon. Alright. So is that chair at the end for the king?
Queen. You know about John, right?
I've seen her.
She's a little crazy sometimes, but she's been alright to me. I heard she just came back from some mission and called today's meeting as soon as she dropped in system. Something big's gonna happen, I bet.
Oh, really? Any idea what it is?
Nope, but that's why everyone's here, to find out. Hey, there she is.
Order! Order! The floor is yours, clan leader.
Thank you, Captain Argus. As each of you knows, the Empire has shattered and is now in a state of civil war. Most of the Empire is still under the control of the new Emperor, but there are several other factions which refuse to accept his leadership. To deal with these, he's created his Grand Pacification Fleet, which he's using to crush the dissenters. But the question is, where will that fleet stop? Do you think it will stop when the last rebel world is laid to ashes? When there is no voice left to argue? I'm here to tell you no, it won't. The only other forces capable of threatening the Empire are the pirate clans, us. And while our clan might not be the first to be targeted, I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that they will come for us. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow, but it will happen. And we need to do something about it. Now.
Order! I say order! Quiet, or you will be removed!
She certainly doesn't think small.
No, she doesn't.
The longer the Pacification Fleet is allowed to move unchecked, the bigger it grows. The bigger it grows, the harder it will be to defeat. Therefore, I am proposing we attack the fleet now, while it's still small and all our enemies are in one place. I know where it will be in 6 days, and I plan to take our fleet out to meet it.
Clan leader.
The floor recognizes Admiral Hassan.
Who's that?
Yes, Hassan.
Admiral Hassan.
Clan leader.
He's become the leader of the
I
new
have
guard.
but one
He's
simple
loyal to
question
Ping-On,
that I
but
would
you've got to be
like
careful
answered.
around him. He's really sharp.
What's in it for us? If you're proposing a battle, then how will the clan profit? Is there plunder to be had after we defeat this enemy of yours?
Aren't our lives profit enough?
Well, for you it might be. However, some of us have more pressing concerns. While the clan is indeed well supplied at the moment, that doesn't mean things will continue this way. Our focus should be on the outer rim and keeping our coffers filled, not chasing Imperial fleets which are none of our business. You say the threat will grow. I say it will get smaller as they whittle away their forces. Let the Navy grind itself to dust while we gather, and then when they are weak, we will strike. It is too soon, clan leader. We are not ready. And I don't believe you are the right person to lead us to battle right now.
What do you mean?
Were you or were you not taken prisoner on your recent trip by the pacification forces?
Oh no.
That has nothing to do with this.
What?
This isn't
I'm
good.
sorry,
This
Clan,
really
but I
isn't
believe
good.
It does.
Why not?
You're asking us to plunge
Watch.
into a battle for no profit and no reasons beyond some future good. Are we a charity now, risking our lives to help others? The Pengan we know would never do something like that, not without other motivations. I say your real motivation is revenge, and I for one refuse to risk my people to be part of it.
As do I. And I.
Order! 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 Guards, remove her and her!
What a mess. Betsey and Tomlin had to practically drag her from the chamber.
I know.
I joined this clan because I thought she was stable, maybe a little wild, but this? I'm starting to wonder if I did the right thing.
No!
I didn't?
No, I mean, you did the right thing joining the clan. She's just confused right now. She had a really bad experience that could make anyone emotional.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder what they did to her. Must have been a lot to have that effect on her.
Maybe... look, Ketch, it was nice meeting you. We'll have to talk again later sometime, okay?
Yeah, sure. Link me when you want to meet up. I figure since we're both new here, we can keep each other company.
I'd like that, thank you. See you. Wonder where she is.
Idiots! All of them!
Ah, there.
Hang on, calm down.
Yes, mistress. Please, let us go before your public outbursts make things more difficult.
I'm going to go back in there.
No!
Ping, please stop. You need to get control of yourself.
Get in control? I am in control! So you think there's something wrong with me too, eh?
Ping, I didn't say that.
No, you didn't have to. Fine. Let's go, Tom.
Yes, mistress.
Ping!
Sophie, look, she's under a lot of stress right now. Just don't worry about it, okay? Just don't take things personally.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the spirit. I gotta catch up, okay? We'll talk later.
Yeah. Later.
You may have been too harsh on the clan leader.
Really? You think so? I believe I was rather lenient. She was about to lead us all to our deaths. I should have called on her resignation.
She is still the clan leader. It is dangerous to anger her.
She told us to speak our minds. I was merely doing as she asked. She can hardly get mad at me for that. Besides, a bit of time to calm down will do us some good. She's clearly had a bad experience. And if she can't calm down, then she doesn't deserve to lead this clan. More opportunities for us.
Agreed. Perhaps we had best convene a session of the other squadron leaders to talk of this.
An excellent idea. Let those worth the time know we'll meet at the Silver Hook Gambling Hall later tonight. No harm in considering the future now, is there?
Where profit is concerned, the future is always full of possibilities.
I never would have expected a park like this in the middle of a pirate base.
Me neither before I came here. It's more like a full colony than a military base.
I guess that really does make Ping An a queen.
Well, to these people, she is. From what I understand, she's done a lot of good here as well. Tried to bring in a lot of social reform since she took power. This park here used to be a parking lot.
Really?
Yeah, that mother over there told me. She said the grass, the trees, the equipment, even the chessboards, they're all new. The families of the people here don't have a lot. Most of the parents serve in the fleet, and the rest of the family has to make do while they're away. However long that is.
It's just like where I grew up, actually. Ping An, too. The tester mining colonies are a lot like this place. We used to play chess in the park just like this one.
I still can't get over you not telling me you knew Ping An.
I'm sorry about that. You can't be too careful. I'm sorry about calling you like this, too. When Ping An took off after the meeting, pretty much everyone forgot about me. I don't have a place to stay or money, and I don't know anyone.
Hey, you know me. Besides, it's no problem. I know what it's like to be alone in this place. I just joined a couple months back, and the people who came with me all work for me, so we're not really friends.
Thanks, Ketch.
No problem. So how's about we get some dinner? You must be starving if you haven't eaten all day. I know a good place near here that serves great Fedrin-style dumplings. Then after that, we'll find you a place to stay.
Oh. Are you already planning my sleeping arrangements?
Oh, I mean, not my place, I mean...
It's okay, Ketch. I'm just teasing you. But if you play your cards right, you never know what the future holds.
Yes, ma'am.
How is she, Tomlin?
Still most unhappy. You may wish to come back another time.
I wish Vela were here. She could straighten her out. Vela always knew what to say.
I cannot comment. I wasn't able to meet Miss Smith.
Oh well, I guess it's gonna have to be me then. Wish me luck.
Good luck, then. Oh, and please try not to make a mess.
Can't promise anything.
Yes? Oh, hello, Betsey. I'm sorry, I'm a little busy right now. I've got to finish this speech.
Hang on. Look, I didn't say anything after Halcyon 5, but I really think you need to talk about it.
What? Oh. No, Betsey, I'm fine. It's okay.
No, Ping An, it's not okay.
I don't have time.
Make time!
Betsey, leave me alone.
Fine. If you're not gonna talk, then you're gonna listen. If there's anything I know about, it's guilt. You know, I still see him sometimes. In my dreams.
Betsey, Leaderman wasn't your fault.
Yes, he was! He was my friend, and he listened to me, and he died. I made the call. It was 100% my fault. If I hadn't chased after that ship, he'd still be alive right now. And don't you dare try to tell me otherwise.
Okay, you're right. You made the call, and you were reckless. But you shouldn't blame yourself. If you want to blame anyone, blame me.
Blame you? How is it your fault?
I was in command. I made the choices. You were there because of me. Leaderman died because of me. All of them did. They trusted me, and they died because of my choices.
That's bull.
No, that's being a leader. It means people make you responsible for their lives, and you have to take that responsibility. That's why you can't get too close, because any time anyone you care about could die.
How do you deal with it?
Oh, I have my sleepless nights. Just less of them thanks to being a cyborg. Sometimes I don't sleep for days, because I know if I do, they'll be waiting.
They?
The ghosts. So many ghosts. And now I've got 3 more. Betsey, they had nothing to do with anything. They were just there, and they tried to help me. They tried to help me, and I killed them. I killed them all.
The family?
Yes.
Can you tell me about it?
It started with the orbital bombardment. I was in the Maglev train station when the first shots hit the city.
So, back on Tester, Ping-An and I had this thing going. Whatever one of us tried to do, the other tried to do even better.
Oh yeah, I had brothers. I know that routine.
We were both orphans. Ping-An was raised by her grandparents, and I was raised by my uncle. It happens a lot in the mining belts. You could say she's the closest thing I've ever had to a sister.
So, is that why she went looking for you? Brought you back here?
No, she's not that sentimental. Actually, she wants me to help her run this place. Me! Can you believe it?
I don't think it's so hard to believe. I think you'd be pretty good at it.
No way.
Sure. I mean, I've only known you a few hours, but even I can see you're great at making people feel listened to. You also try to see both sides of arguments. And you're great with kids.
I just bought him a balloon.
While everyone else was standing around getting annoyed, you stepped in and solved the problem. Isn't that what leaders are supposed to do?
I guess.
Sophie, I'm not telling you to do anything, but if you're given the chance, why not take it? It's not like you have anywhere else to go. This place could definitely use someone like you.
Well, I suppose I could make a few suggestions.
That's the spirit.
The trick is just giving people the right incentive. People can do a lot to change if you only just tell them how it benefits them. Why, as I used to tell my students...
Yes?
Gary, I think I've got it. I know what Ping-An can do.
Really? What?
Quick, summon a taxi. We've got to find her. I'll tell you on the way.
You should have seen his face.
No way!
Yes!
Hello? Hello? Anyone out here?
Over here!
Well, you two look like you're having a good time.
Sophie! Ketch! Pull up a seat! Grab a drink!
Good evening, clan leader.
Hey, Ketch. It's been a while. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you, clan leader.
Ping-An, we need to talk.
Whoops. That's my cue. Come on, Ketch. Let's go get you some drinks.
Yes, ma'am.
Take a seat. Me first.
Okay.
So, I don't even know where to begin. First, I dragged you here, then I yelled at you and dumped you. And I've been acting like a total ass. I know it's not much of an excuse, but I've been under a lot of stress recently, and I really let it get to me. I can see that now. I just hope you can forgive me, and we can start again.
Ping-ass. I like the sound of that. Maybe that should be your new name?
Soph, I'm serious.
Ping. You don't need to tell me you've been under a lot of stress. I understand. Believe me, I understand stress. Did you know most professorial candidates at Versagen have a nervous breakdown? I've seen grad students go running naked across the campus from all the stress. Stress can make anyone stupid, and I can't begin to imagine how much your job put you under.
So I'm forgiven then?
I'm thinking. Yes, you're forgiven, dummy. Just don't do it again, okay?
I can't make any promises. But, Soph, I think I'm going to have to make another apology. I don't know how I can get the council to change their minds about helping Burst again. Not in time.
Actually, I think I can help you with that. All we need is a squadron leader you can trust. But can we get some drinks first? I feel like I've been talking for hours.
Is everything prepared?
Yeah, the other clan leaders are willing to follow us.
Good. We'll see what she has in mind first. If we get a follow-up of yesterday, then we'll push the vote of no confidence and threaten to remove her from office on the ground she's unfit.
She will not take it well, and she has a large support.
We'll make it temporary. At first, for her own good.
She has come.
Order! Order! The Council of Captains is now in session.
Thank you all for coming. I called this emergency session today for 2 reasons. The first is to apologize for my behavior yesterday. Admiral Hassan was right. My experience with the Pacification Fleet was affecting my judgment. Our clan must always come first. And if there is no profit in a mission, then there is no mission. We are not a charity, and we never will be. Thank you, Hassan, for reminding me of that. I am in your debt.
Oh! You are most welcome, Ping-An. It's good to see you have come to your senses again.
When I reinstated this council's authority after our former leader was lost in that tragic accident, I did so because I knew that not only did I need your support, but I needed someone to question my decisions. Yesterday showed me that my decision was the correct one. People have emotions, and people make mistakes, even me. So, with that in mind, I come to my second announcement. Pending discussion, I am going to reform this council, giving it more authority and adding civilian representatives to the council from the habitats and worlds that we now control. We will be instituting a voting system, and a binding majority vote will hereby be required before any action is taken. Is there any opposition to this?
Leader, this is a council of war. We don't have time for such games. We need to be capable of decisive action.
As we will be. I am not abdicating authority. I am merely sharing my power. To a point. I am also recognizing that we have a responsibility to the people who serve and support us. Towards this end, there will be a new position created, a Prime Minister, whose job it will be to manage our holdings and care for our people, while we focus on expansion and holding territory. Who will fill that role can be decided later after discussion.
A most reasonable idea. I accept.
I thought you might. Now, as that's taken care of, are there any measures anyone would like to table to be voted upon this morning?
The chair recognizes Captain Andrews.
Why, yes it is. I'm sorry, I don't know. But I would imagine a considerable amount. Why do you ask? Probably not enough to make it worth it. When the fleet's done, there won't be much left, will there? I imagine they'll loot the place themselves. Pity. Well, yes, I suppose there could be. But none of you wanted to go, so there's no point in worrying about that, is there? We'd best move on to other business.
The chair recognizes Admiral Hassan.
Clan leader, if, and I say if, we were to consider this operation, do you have a battle plan?
Why, Hassan, funny you should ask.
Will Captain Smith report to the Skylark? Captain Smith to the Skylark.
Ping, thank you.
No need to thank me, Soph. It's all thanks to your pointing out that I was being stupid. I needed to start thinking as a politician, not a squadron leader. Once the other pirates heard there was profit in this, they were all over themselves to support the vote to protect your world.
You could always do it. You just forgot yourself for a little while. Besides, it's not my world anymore. This is. Hannah's world is just a place I'm a bit attached to now.
Don't worry, I'll take good care of it. I'm sorry that we'll still have to loot it after the battle.
I know. The school is about its people and its knowledge. As long as the records and people are there, it'll come back. The old stuff is just that, stuff. Let some collectors have it for a while, take good care of it, and it'll all end up back at the school again someday anyways. But at least there will still be a school.
Well, I'd better get going. Tomlin just linked me that the shuttle to the Othello is waiting.
Hey, be careful, okay?
Sure. You still going to be here when I get back?
Well, I was thinking I might start doing a little work here. You have a growing political system, and you'll need an expert like me to help it grow properly.
Careful. With talk like that, you might end up running the place.
Maybe I will. We'll talk about it when you get back.
Yes, we will. It's good to have you back, Soph.
Well, someone seems happy.
Gary! Hey! Nice uniform.
Like it? I've heard it drives the girls wild.
You're going to?
Yeah. I captain a ship in Halley's squadron.
Well, take care of yourself, okay?
Do I have a reason to?
Maybe you do. Come back and you'll find out.
Well, can I have a kiss for luck?
Well, I guess you deserve one.
On the cheek? Am I your brother or something?
Well, that's a sample. Come back if you want the real thing.
Then it's a date. See you in a couple weeks.
Sure. See ya.
Huh. Life's full of surprises, isn't it? Praise to the black.